Hey everyone, sorry for the delay. The last few weeks were heavy. Someone I really looked up to passed away. Someone who shared a lot of wisdom with me, and also I wasn't doing well for a bit, and the entries kept coming in, so I figured let me just wait and I will put all of your videos together. അപ്പോൾ ഒരുപാട് വൈകിയതിന് ക്ഷമിക്കണം. I'm a few weeks down, I guess. Yeah. This is the only third edition we've done a brief like this. Usually it's 15 or 20, 25 max, I guess. This time you all really showed up, and honestly, that means a lot. നിങ്ങളെല്ലാവരും ഇത്രയും കാര്യമായിട്ട് ഈ വീഡിയോസ് ഉണ്ടാക്കി അയച്ചത് തന്നെ വലിയൊരു കാര്യമാണ്. I have to respect you for doing that. It's a big deal. So just to remind you, the brief was pick a color, make something with it. That's it. And I'm going to sit down and watch all of this together. What matters isn't the color itself. It's what the color means to you and the perspective on it. That's the whole exercise. ആ നിറം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്താണ് എന്നതാണ് ഇവിടെ പ്രധാനം. So here's how this is going to go. I'll sit with each one of all your videos, tell you what I felt. And here and there I might point to one small thing. Just something for you to play with the next time you create. ഇതൊരു മത്സരമല്ല, ഇതെല്ലാവരും ഒരുമിച്ച് നമുക്ക് കണ്ട് പഠിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയുള്ളൊരു എക്സസൈസ് മാത്രം. This isn't a competition, never was, and at the end of this I'll spin a wheel and whoever's name comes up, I'll end up on a call with you. I love that. But please watch the whole thing. Don't skip anyone. I promise you, you'll catch something in someone else's frame that opens something in your own. There's a lot to learn from each other. We're all in this together. So without any delay, let's get into this. All of these videos are not in any particular order. It's just the emails that I received in order. I will talk about 3 things that I like about each video, and if there's something that I would challenge you to do, I would throw that in. But I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible so we can go through everything. And please try to watch it till the end of it, because there's so much for us to learn from each other's videos. So let's see the first one. First one is by Rohit Shaji, and he's picked the color orange, and it's mentioned searching for orange. Let's see what you've done. Nice, that's really nice, Rohit. The 3 things that I like about your video is I like the color you picked, and I like how you started the film with a person walking, a back shot, and searching for the color during dusk or dawn. And the clouds look beautiful, the reflection of the orange on the water looks beautiful, and the silhouettes at the end is also really nice with the deeper orange. I think you capture that essence of searching. These are all the things I like about it. I can tell you're a traveler, you like traveling and seeing this kind of beauty. So if I had to just kind of challenge you, and for your next videos in the future, I would like one thing to play around is if I, like when you start a story with someone searching and walking, maybe just a thing in my mind that came is if you want to like end it with that human element there in that space, right? So it's a great closure, like a full circle. Like music. So nonetheless, you've done an amazing job. Thank you for sharing this and having all of us see what you've done. And keep creating. Awesome. Good job, Rohit. Next one is by Bergis Sabu. Bergis Sabu is mentioned. I picked blue for its calm, its depth, the kind of feeling that doesn't need words, just something you can quietly feel. Ever since I was young, I've dreamed of owning a good camera. That hasn't happened yet, but stories don't wait. So for now, I create everything on my mobile. This is a 15-second glimpse, phone captured shots from a song I composed, but haven't released yet. Hope you feel it. Thank you, Bergis. Let's see what you've done. Nila, in Nila, Nila. Nice, Bergis. The 3 things that I love about what you've done is I like the color you picked, and you shooting on your phone and capturing these images are beautiful. I love the contrast between the blue and the orange and the sky standing out. But what I like the most is definitely the music and the voice and the mood you created. You're definitely gifted with music, and putting the visuals over that really work well with your emotion and what you've created. So great job, Verghese. I would love to hear your full song and see you create a full music video for your own song. But this is a great start to even shoot with your phone and try that. See, Verghese just kind of proved that you don't need fancy cameras to just tell a story. And I'm really proud of you for doing this, and I would love to listen to your music. Anything else if I were to throw in as a challenge? The challenges would be for you to finish this music video with all the shots and create a story. And you're on the right path, so thank you for sharing this. Next one is by Jibin Chako. Where colors remember what people forget, the gold still carries your warmth. The blue still holds the silence you left behind, and every shade in between feels like something we never finished. Okay, Jibin, let's see what you've done. Amazing, Jibin. I love the three things I love about this is I love how you capture the frame, inner frame, and the backlight of the orange and the contrast of the blue outside, the double shadow and the people. I love these kind of shots, which is very documentary, where you capture life as it is. I love the fact that you did not move the camera, but the train moved and it passed by with all the other silhouettes that cross the frame. You definitely have an eye for capturing life as it is. I think it's a beautiful frame. And one last thing what I love about it is where you did not use music and it was just the sound design of the train and the ambient sound. It has a feeling of reality, which I really love with the composition and the lighting. So amazing job, Jibin. I would love to see more of your work. I know how you used a single shot, and this works well for this assignment, the color assignment. And I would love to just kind of see more shots you capture and put things together. So that's just a challenge for you in future videos that you create, to capture multiple shots and put them together. Thank you for sharing this. Next we have by Abhishek CT, Color Blue. For me, the color blue represents loneliness, sadness, and nostalgia. It carries the quiet weight of past memories, some painful, some beautiful, and reminds me of moments that are gone but never truly forgotten. Okay, Abhishek, let's see what you've done. Abhishek, നന്നായിട്ടുണ്ട്, വളരെ നന്നായിട്ടുണ്ട്. What I really like about this video, the three things, would be the color selection and the entire premise of blue water, blue boats, and the kid with the blue shirt. Everything conveys the color really well, and the thoughtfulness of the kid's mood in that light, sitting there and thinking to what you've written in the mail. Another thing I really like is the setting, which reminds me of my childhood. ഞാൻ പണ്ടെപ്പോഴും ഇങ്ങനെ ചൂണ്ടിടാൻ പോകാറുണ്ടായിരുന്നു അച്ഛൻ്റെ കൂടെ. that was like our main hobby. The most amount of time ഞാൻ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ സമയം ചിലവഴിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് എൻ്റെ അച്ഛൻ്റെ കൂടെ ചൂണ്ടിടാൻ പോലായിരുന്നു. അപ്പം എപ്പോഴും ഞാൻ വെളുപ്പിന് എണീറ്റ് ഈ ഇര ഉണ്ടാക്കുമായിരുന്നു. ഈ ആട്ട മാവ് മഞ്ഞപ്പൊടിയൊക്കെ ആയിട്ട് മിക്സ് ചെയ്ത്, പിന്നെ തലേന്ന് ചിരട്ടയിൽ ഞാഞ്ഞൂണിലൊക്കെ സെറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് ഞാൻ റെഡിയാക്കി വെക്കുമായിരുന്നു എല്ലാം. എന്നിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ഈ ചൂണ്ടിടാൻ പോകുമ്പം എല്ലായിടത്തും ചൂണ്ടിടാൻ പോയിട്ടുണ്ട്, പാലത്തിൻ്റെ അടിയിലും കടലിലും പുഴയിലും എല്ലായിടത്തും. അപ്പം ഞാൻ പലപ്പോഴും പിടിക്കുന്ന മീനുകൾ ഈ പള്ളത്തെയും പൂളാനും കൂരിയും അങ്ങനത്തെ എളുപ്പമായിട്ട് പിടിക്കാവുന്ന മീനുകളായിരുന്നു. അത് അച്ഛനെപ്പോഴും പിടിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്ന ഈ കരിമീനായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഈ കരിമീനിനെ പിടിക്കാൻ കുറച്ച് സ്കില്ല് വേണം, കാരണം അത് കൊത്തുന്ന രീതിയൊക്കെ വേറെയാണ്. സോ പിന്നെ ഞങ്ങൾ ഈ ഏറ് ചൂണ്ടയുണ്ട്, ഈ ചെറിയ ചാള അല്ലെങ്കിൽ തവള അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചെറിയ പാറ്റനൊക്കെ ഇട്ടിട്ട് ഐലൻഡിൻ്റെ അവിടെയൊക്കെ ചൂണ്ടിടാൻ പോകാറുണ്ടായിരുന്നു.
അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനത്തെ കുറേ ഓർമ്മകളാണ് എനിക്ക് വന്നത്. ആ നീല ആ കളർ സെലക്ഷനും ആ ചൂണ്ടിടുന്ന സെറ്റപ്പും എല്ലാം കൂടെ ഇറ്റ് റിമൈൻഡ്സ് മീ ഓഫ് മൈ ചൈൽഡ്ഹുഡ്. സോ താങ്ക് യു ഫോർ ഡൂയിങ് ദാറ്റ്. നാട്ടിൽ വരുമ്പോൾ എന്തായാലും അച്ഛനായിട്ട് ചൂണ്ടിടാൻ പോകണം ഒന്നും കൂടെ. അതാണ് ലിസ്റ്റിലുള്ളൊരു കാര്യം. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് വളരെ നന്നായിട്ടുണ്ട്. ആൻഡ് ബിയോണ്ട് ദാറ്റ് ഇഫ് ഐ ഹാവ് ടു ചാലഞ്ച് യു, ഇപ്പോൾ ഇതിൽ പല പല ഷോട്ട്സ് ഉപയോഗിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ. അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ ഈ ആംഗിൾ ലൈക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ യുവർ ജമ്പിങ് ആക്സിസ്, അതായത് ക്യാമറ ഓൺ ദിസ് ഷോൾഡർ ആൻഡ് ക്യാമറ അപ്പുറത്തെ സൈഡിലുള്ള ഷോൾഡറിന് ഷൂട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ. സോ ട്രൈ ടു റെഡ്യൂസ് ദ നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ഷോട്ട്സ്. ഇൻ ഫ്യൂച്ചർ ഇഫ് ഐ ഹാവ് ടു ചാലഞ്ച് യു, try to tell a story with lesser number of shots. Try to simplify it. പക്ഷേ beyond that, you are an artist thinking and capturing this moment, and you've done a wonderful job. So thank you for sharing that and bringing those memories back to me. You made me feel something of my childhood. Thank you, Abhishek. Adittadu, we have Nitish T Ganesh has said, hi bro, I'm sharing my submission from the room. It might not fully follow all the rules, but it's just something that came to me instantly and felt interesting. Even if it doesn't make it to the final list, I would honestly love to hear your thoughts whenever you get a chance. Really glad I came across this creative collaboration. I hope this is first contact. Nitish, thank you for creating and sharing, and I'm going to watch all your videos. We have all the entries here, right? I don't want to keep anybody aside. It's not a contest. It's important for me to go through everything, see what your creation is, and also for all of us that created these videos to watch what other people created. So that's the intention of the community, to just exist and enjoy what all we create and encourage each other. So Nitish, let's see what you made. Amazing. I am so impressed. I like how you chose to break the rules by selecting all the colors. What I like about the three things are you tried to pick a single favorite color, but you couldn't, so you chose light, which holds all the colors. And I think Isaac Newton was the first one who depicted that as a science experiment and showed that all the colors create white light. So I think it's genius the way you thought of this. എന്നിട്ട് ആ ഫോൺ വെള്ളത്തിൽ മുക്കി ടു ഗെറ്റ് ദാറ്റ് ഔട്ട് ആസ് എ പ്രിസം. നമ്മൾ മറ്റേ പിങ്ക് ഫ്ലോയിഡിൻ്റെ പണ്ടത്തെ പോസ്റ്റർ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ലേ, ത്രൂ ദ പ്രിസം ഹൗ ദ കളേഴ്സ് കം ഔട്ട്. I'm so impressed. Like, I have no words. I'm so impressed of how you executed this with such simplicity and showed that color reflection on your hand. That shot is amazing, and looks like you're somewhere cold in Canada or something. But great job. Hats off to you. If I have to give you a challenge, I would love to see more creations and more of your mind doing these kind of experiments. And I haven't seen anything like this before. So amazing. Great job, Nitish. Thank you for sharing that for the community. Next one is by Habib Patcha, Nature, Life and Growth. Okay, let's see what you've done, Habib. Amazing. You've captured nature really well, Habib. So the three things I like is definitely the color choice and how you captured nature with humans and animals. And another thing is I like your compositions of depth. Like, we can see more in layers from far away. And one of my favorite shots is definitely this with the green wall and the green hat and people in that setting in nature, the growth of it. And it's very simple, even a Pachasarim and the composition of that, it's beautiful. You definitely, Habib, you have an eye for capturing nature, and it has a mood. So I really enjoyed this. I would, as a challenge, if I had to give you something, is I mean, I would love for you to create more nature videos and keep shooting and traveling and doing more. That's all I would just kind of have to say here, because truly it feels like you can absorb nature and put this together in a 15-seconder. So really well done, Habib. Thank you for sharing that. Next we're going to Kedar SM. Kedar SM says, I chose the color black. I have a lot to say about it, but for now I'm only sharing a small part. Gray is considered as neutral, balance and emptiness, and it divides the world into black and white, where black is bad and white is good, but really is complex because it is not just two sides, two perspectives or two colors. There are many colors and perspectives. So my color for balance, neutrality and emptiness is black, because when we mix all colors, we get black, and when we close our eyes, we see empty black. Okay, Kedar, let's see what you've done. That's fantastic. Kedar, I like your perspective on choosing black. The three things I like about your cut is the black crow and the black cat it really conveys in nature how black is there as a species commonly around us, and your text black is often seen as a negative sign. നമ്മളെപ്പോഴും ഈ കരിങ്കാക്കയും കരിമ്പൂച്ചയും കാണുമ്പം ആൾക്കാർ പറയും, oh, it's bad luck and all of that. I never really bought that in, so I understand what you're saying. And then you saying, but black is what makes the moon beautiful. And that's such a great insight that you brought in, where the moon looks beautiful because of the surrounding of the black sky or the dark blue sky. It's so different from the sun. And the moon is beautiful in the dark sky. So that is amazing. And then black makes the night colorful. Yes, all the colors are standing out. And colorful flowers are born from black soil. Again, you really put thought into it. That's my favorite thing about your mind, how we put these different shots and conveyed the whole color psychology of black through your perspective. So, Kedar, I'm really happy to see what you've done. Thank you for sharing that to the community. Next we have Justin. Okay, Justin Abraham says, hi little, a quiet midnight ride, a simple stop for coffee, a moment that changes everything. Yellow represents the comfort of routine, the warmth of familiar places and everyday moments we take for granted. The visual reflects how quickly the sense of normalcy can disappear, leaving behind confusion and loss. Shot on iPhone 14 Pro Max, 7 cuts, 15 seconds. Please find my submission attached. Okay, thank you, Justin. Let's see what you've done. Justin, great job. Thank you for sharing this. The three things I like about your cut is basically you have a great sense of storyboarding. So when I say storyboarding, you have your wide shot, you have your wide establishing shot, then you have the medium shot of you getting down low angle, and then you're in the coffee shop. The second thing is I like this shot that you've done where you've not moved the camera, but you just move the object. It's a great example to show that you don't need to move the camera all the time to create a dynamic shot, and that's a great one. And finally, what I love about it is your will to go out at night and take such a simple subject of having midnight coffee and choosing your color and telling this story. Great job, Justin. I would love to see more. If I have to challenge you, maybe I'll throw in, maybe next time try with dialogues or voiceover. You could add something in and, play around and tell more stories and practice the craft of it. You already have that storyboarding sense, so thank you for sharing that, Justin. Next we have Vishag or Vishag, sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Color as feeling. I chose to feature all the colors because to me color represents the journey of our emotions. When we are children, we see the world in its full. unshielded brilliance. Every color is vivid, exciting, and full of wonder. However, as we grow older, the weight of life, traumas, and hardships can sometimes dim the light, making the world feel less colorful. Okay, Vishag, let's see. Okay, let's see what you've done. കളർ മീൻ എനിക്കിതിൽ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട 3 കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഇസ് ദ സെറ്റിംഗ് ആൻഡ് ദ ആംബിയൻസ്. ഇറ്റ് റിമൈൻഡ്സ് മീ എ ലോട്ട് അബൌട്ട് പറവ. നമ്മൾ അതിൽ ഫിഷ് ടാങ്ക് ഷൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ. സോ ഐ ലൈക്ക് ദ സെറ്റിംഗ് ആൻഡ് ദ ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് ഷോട്ട്സ് യു ടേക്കൻ. പിന്നെ ദർ ഇസ് ദിസ് ട്രൂത്ത് to the moment. Pillar are actually very involved. So you actually documented this process of the fish tank with, again, you have the sense of wide, medium, and close up, the detailing and cleaning the tank and bucket വെള്ളം എടുത്തിട്ട് ഈ വെള്ളം ഒഴിക്കുന്ന ശബ്ദം, all that adds value. And അവസാനം അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഡെക്കറേഷനോ മീൻ വീഴുന്നതും, all the colors. It's beautiful how we put this together. Such a simple moment. If I had to challenge you in future is that you already have the sense of capturing and documenting life as it is happening. You don't need to stage anything completely. I would maybe challenge you to go out and അടുത്തുള്ള friends, if they are also doing something, creating something with art and music or something, go capture that and cut it together. Keep doing more of this, because I think you have that gift to take the shots and put it together. It's not everybody has that. And അവസാനത്തെ ഫോണ്ട് സെലക്ഷനും കളർ മീൻ എഴുതി കാണിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് എല്ലാം നന്നായിട്ടുണ്ട്. So thank you for doing that, Vishag or Vishag, whichever the pronunciation is right. Thank you. Next we have Goind V. Baburaj. Hey, little Goind here. Happy Easter to you. It's been a while. Sorry for the delay of coming back with this. Goind, here my submission for Creative Nara. So Goind has picked green. Let's see what you've done, Goind. Amazing. Goind, the 3 things I like about this, I like the fact you picked green, and you have done, again, various shots. But I think what I like the most is how you mentioned it with text. To me, it's growth, it's calm, it's balance, it's life. It feels like me. And I think there is this honesty there of you enjoying that moment and depicting what green means to you. And another thing I love is this drone shot that you've done with the slight movement and showing the entire landscape. And I love the fact that you ended it with a human being there at the end of it. So it's beautiful. Even this shot with the layers, where you see the horizon far away with the mountains and the green and the houses there and with the lake, the water body, it's beautiful. So if I have to challenge you something, is just I would like to have you experiment in future with do more like show faces and with human voice, and experiment more with more people, and maybe nature documentaries is your thing. And you could definitely shoot like things for like resorts and places that are there, cottages and all of that. You can go speak to them and say, hey, you can show them this video saying I do things like that. And you could shoot something for these kind of like resorts in like these beautiful locations, right? So you have that gift. So I would challenge you to go and do more for other people and help them out. And that could just turn out to be something you enjoy doing. Clearly you enjoy doing this. So thank you for sharing that, Goind. Next we have Anso Joe Matai. Hi little, my name is Anso. I chose orange this time. I was at work while watching your video, and it was just an impulsive thought about what that color means to me during a typical work day. I really enjoy your videos. You're clearly doing something right. This is proof because you even inspired someone as lazy as me to create something. Keep going and all the best. Thank you, Anso. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing what you've done. Let's see.
How many? I might buy some hot cross buns and bring them in.
That was really good because there are a couple of things I like about it. I like the compositions of where the color is in different places, including the orange with an orange cup and the jacket lying there by itself and work's end, and all of those elements you've captured is definitely amazing. You have a skill to observe things around you, otherwise you wouldn't have been able to capture this. And the last thing I really admire about you is you have the skill to multitask. So while you're at work, you made this, and not a lot of people have that skill to multitask and observe and do your work. And I hope your supervisor did not see you doing this while you were making it. But Anso, you have the gift to observe and capture and put things together, even at your workspace. So if I had to challenge you something is, I would love to see more from you, even in your free time when you're not working. I would like to see what else you could do. So in the future briefs that we put up, I would really encourage you to create more because you have a very interesting mind and skill to do this really quick and send it. So thank you for that, Anso. Next we have Philmony Joe. My name is Philmony Joe. My color blue, what it means to me. It's been a part of my life since 3 years. Sometimes it becomes the comfort zone. Genuinely, it's the prison I chose to be in. I became blue, but the weight of the color is heavy these days. Golden yellow is my favorite. Okay, Philmony, let's see what you've done. Philmony, the three things I like about your video is basically, I like how you just conveyed everything with a single shot. The second thing is I like how you use these props and you're looking at it. And the last thing is your expression and how you're conveying that human emotion with your thought and your act. And I feel there is a story, I can feel that weight that you had mentioned in the mail. And these are things that is there that all of us go through, different kinds of blue and heaviness and weight and the comfort zone you're talking about, the prison you're talking about. And if I had to challenge you, is you already have a great camera, and in future videos I would like to see more from you and see more shots and more angles and other things you have in mind to say. And I would love to see you unleash yourself from that prison and tell other kinds of stories as well. This is great what you've done. I appreciate the effort and the time you put in to make this and send it to us for all of us to see. You are already creating and doing things, and I think you have a bright future and you can definitely do a lot more. So I'm definitely looking forward to more videos with more angles and more storytelling elements you're going to use for the future. So thank you for sharing that. Philmony, അടുത്തത് we have Ashik Rashid. Ashik Rashid has sent this. Let's see what you've done. Nice, Ashik. The three things I like about your cut is I like the black and white space, and this is definitely my favorite shot in the thing. That's a great shot, the horizon and two people running in the back. And another thing I like is you have conveyed this tension between two characters, and the bird shot insert is great. The sky looks beautiful. And finally, the betrayal. Like, I understand the conflict and tension, and it's a great closure to convey that there is a deep story here. So I am not sure if you picked red as a color or black and white as a space, but if it's red and you conveying betrayal with red, I completely get it. So great job. If I had to challenge you to do something is, for the future, one is you already have the craft of editing and putting different angles and conveying tension and conflict. I would love to see this as a full short film. or with dialogue, or understand what the betrayal was. Obviously, you can't do it in this 15-second, but you've done a great job here. So in future, if you're making a long short film and you're going to send it for short film festivals, I would encourage you to do this, to do that. Yeah. So Ashik, thank you for sharing this. Great job. Next, we have Abijit Sri Lada. Hey, Chair and myself, Abhijit, thanks for making contents like this. It's a real help for me to grow creatively, hoping to get more information and inspiration from you. Thank you for sending this, Abhijit. Let's see what you've done. Nice one, Abhijit. The things that I like about your video, the three things is, I like how you picked red, and I like how you used the light, the red light behind your room corner. And again, I like even the subtle thing of your CinemaScope coming down. I guess you keyframed it or animated. I'm noticing all of that. And the close-ups, the counter angle, and the reaction, the mouse, and yeah, and you wake up and alert. Yeah, being alert. Yeah, I can see how you've used red to convey this scene that you've cut together. So, and you have a great understanding of angles, and I like your setup. I like your mouse. It's a pretty cool mouse, actually. So great job. And so if I have to challenge you for in the future videos that you create when we send a brief, is to maybe next one you can get out of the room and try something outside the house and outside the room and try some outdoor shots. You've done a great job here to convey your sense with the color red. You have a mind, you understand editing, you put it together. So thank you for sharing that, Abhijit. I'm looking forward more from you. Awesome. Next we have Sachu Kishor. A young boy in his house alone at 2:10 a.m. Blue loneliness, isolation, emotional distance, subtle unease. Teal blue is used. Here the subject is acting normal and there is no problem mentally, but the room and the environment is strange, kind of unusual in blue, meaning something is going to happen in between the silence. A calm, ordinary moment in a cold, unsettling space, hinting that something dangerous is about to lurk in. Okay, let's see what you've done, Sachu. Nice. Sayu, the three things I like about your film is I like how you use the thunder in the shabdom and idivittum the clock in the shabdom. The unease and all of that really comes through sound design. Thinking of that and putting it together is great. And also, you moving into the next room and the light change, and I like how you conveyed that with multiple shots and camera following different angles moving, and you've done a great job in putting effort to convey that unease to danger is going to lurk in, and all of that. I understand that from your mail. So Kolam, I appreciate the effort that you put in. If I have to challenge you in the future, you could play with like dialogue or expressions or extreme close-ups, push yourself to build up more drama if you want to, but I like the experiment, how you use the color to convey what you're trying to say. Well done. So huge. I'm definitely അടുത്ത ബ്രീഫൊക്കെ അയക്കുമ്പോഴില്ലേ, I want to see you create more, and yeah, so thank you for sharing that, Saeed. Next we have Amrutha. Hello little, my name is Amrutha. Your videos on this channel are something I really look forward to. Glad to be here. I chose black and it means depth to me. Black is heavy and overwhelming. It stands out yet quietly blends into a crowd. It's everywhere. Once you see it, it's all you can see. Everything else just fades into the background. Okay, let's see what you've done, Amrutha. Amazing. Amrutha and Arjun. Concept and direction Amrutha, cinematography Arjun. So the three things I like about this is I love the framing and compositions and choosing black, and like you said in your mail, once you see it everywhere. Like, and this shot is definitely one of my favorites in your entire cut. It's great, the black ink in water, and again this reflection shot with the shadows in front of the glass and the person behind it and looking out. And also the text, what you've said, where life has been all black and white lately, and the character black mostly than the ink being shown. How do you find color looking out the window when everything you feel? One closer shot, again reflection, overshadows everything you see. Overshadows everything you see. Okay, great. So I love how both of you have put this together, Amrutha and Arjun. If I have to challenge you, I could see both of you being a great team and creating more videos for the future and telling a lot of abstract stories or even real stories. You have a great, I even love this abstract shot at the end where the title comes. One thing to play around when there is a lot of text like this in the bottom, maybe you could play with a voiceover so people don't miss reading it. I'm dyslexic, so sometimes it takes a little more time for me to read if the cuts are quick, and also if the white merges with the background over here, right? You could kind of miss it. So yeah, next time in future videos you could play with voice, or you could redesign the text if needed, keep the text limited, but the entire sense of what you created, where you see black everywhere and the character looking for it and seeing it everywhere, and the shots and composition, I think both of you have done a fantastic job. Maybe both of you might make a movie in future and I will get a chance to see it in cinema over the years to come in the line. You never know. So keep creating. Thank you for sharing that, both of you. Next we have Sunup Menon. Name Sunup Menon, color golden amber, sunset orange. What it means to me. For me, this color is about the quiet moments at home when the evening light hits just right. It's a bridge between generations. The same warmth I've seen on my parents' face for years is now falling on my nephew. It's a reminder that while people grow older and the family expands, the light in our home stays the same. Okay, let's see what you've done, Sunup. It's beautiful, Sunup. The three things I like about your cut is basically the opening shot with all these colors and the yellow, orange, the yellow light falling on it, and all these different shots you've taken. You have this beautiful eye to capture it in from a particular angle that nobody else sees, and this would be my favorite shot. Ammedakalam Kochindagalam. It tells a lot just in this frame, and it's beautiful how the light is falling on the feet. And Avasanta is silhouette shot and the light in the back and the orange on the nightie. You have a gift to compose beautiful frames and put it together. Thank you for making this beautiful cut. And if I have to challenge you, and you've done a great job for future videos, if you want to play with more wider shots, I would like to see what you do with like wide angle shots and show the entire landscape and the room and all of that for other briefs that we sent in. But you already have the gift, so I'm very impressed with what you've done, Sunup. Thank you, Sunup. Next we have Anandu Priml. Hey little big brother, my color is Patcha. To me, Patcha means Samadhanam, home and healing. Okay, let's see what you've done, Anandu. അനന്തു നന്നായിട്ടുണ്ട്. എനിക്ക് ഇതിൽ ഏറ്റവും ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടത് ലൈക്ക് ആ സമാധാനമുണ്ട്. ലൈക്ക് യു ക്യാപ്ചർ ദാറ്റ് ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുള്ളി, ദിസ് ഫ്രെയിം ഇൻ എ ഫ്രെയിം, മൂവിങ് ഷോട്ട് ആൻഡ് റിവീലിംഗ് the green, the Patcha. And if Salam, you can maybe mention it in the comments so I know. It's beautiful with all the trees. Pinne, the whole idea of home and walking between the trees. Pachayum, Samadhanam, the home and healing naturally the earth. And like when you are in nature, you feel better, at least I do. And you've captured that beautifully. So lucky you to be in a place like this. So if I have to challenge you in future, again, I would say, maybe more close-ups, and I would love to see something up close and more humans up close, your expression, facial expressions, or a voiceover. Like I've said for all the other films, I'm just trying to like instigate and give you ideas for like the next videos, Apam, you start thinking more and trying new things. But you've done a fantastic job here. So Anandu, thank you for sharing your Patcha and Samadhanam for me and the community, right? Thank you, Anandu. So let's go for the next one. Jojo's. My name is Joe Chill. You once commented on one of my Instagram posts, and it truly motivated me to keep making things. Your YouTube video, Space Before Moving, has also been a big inspiration in my journey. Thank you for that. I'm so glad to hear that, and I'm glad to know you're making. So for the contest, he said, my favorite color is orange. The orange of a sunset represents goodbyes and letting go. The orange of a sunrise represents new beginnings. It sits between endings and beginnings, and the duality is what makes it so powerful. To me, orange is hope. Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, Jojo, for sending this. I can't tell what you've done.
For me, orange is goodbye. New beginnings. Orange is hope.
Very nice, Jojo. Very nice. What I like about your shots, I like the first shot, the moving. I'm going to move on back to the orange sky. It looks stunning. Even the cloud and the shirt are also kind of carrying the same color. This shot between two people and the reflection of them like separating, that composition and the whole idea of goodbye. And this shot, it adds so much depth. And finally, the orange sky. This shot, stunning and holding on to hope. I'm glad you brought this topic because I was actually going to talk about hope in one of the chapters ahead, where you have hope and you have despair, where despair is when you completely let go of hope and you think you have nothing to look forward to. And it's a very dangerous space to be. So if there are people who are holding on to despair, I would say don't give up on hope. It's a very, as cheesy it might sound sometimes, what Jojo has created here has a lot of meaning, like new beginnings, right? There's always, you have to really believe that. Jojo, another thing what I really like about it is your voice you put in to convey these lines. It's very clear for me to hear and understand in limited words. Then if I have to challenge you something is, in your future videos, I would love to see more faces and expressions like some of our other entries that I've done to really, like our face expresses so much, right? We can see all our emotions through our eyes. So maybe you could play around with things like that in the future, but you are amazing at creating a subject on hope and choosing a color like this and conveying this beautiful sky with hope. So thank you for doing that, Jojo. I'm looking forward to seeing more of your creations. Next we have Alex Anthony PG, Orange. Hi little, എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത് yellow നിറം warm love പോലെയാണ്. It can hold many emotions. Okay, let's see what you've done, Alex. Little artist, it's beautiful how you took a simple color, and that warm love, I can feel it through all these shots. So the things I like is definitely this whole idea of a child painting and creating this orange, the warm love through this moment, and the light and the entire feel of it is beautiful. പിന്നെ എനിക്ക് ഇതിൽ ഏറ്റവും ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട ഈ ഷോട്ട് ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, ലൈക്ക് ദിസ് വൺ. ഇത് കൊള്ളാം. ലൈക്ക് the camera കയ്യിൽ വെച്ചിട്ട്, like the travel of picking the color to the and the cut also, it's like the action continuity നന്നായിട്ട് കട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടത്. So you have this gift to, like other people we've seen here, to take all these shots and stitch it together with action continuity. And I would definitely challenge you to go right away, call a friend who's a musician or a dancer or a singer and say, hey, you can also put this in your reel and say, can I come and shoot something that you're doing, and cut it and do it for them. Those kind of collaborations between artists is very powerful, especially when you can just quickly document and take some shots and cut it together. And I think it's a piece of cake for you to create beautiful visuals and tell a story. And the warm love, I can feel it. So thank you. I really enjoyed this one, Alex. Thank you for sharing that for all of us watching this right now. Little artist. Okay, next one we have Venid Joe's. Green. For me, green is hope. Nice. Let's see. So interesting. Actually, somebody took orange for hope, and Venid is interpreting it green as hope. It's beautiful how people think differently and choose different colors. Okay, hope by Venid.
Sometimes I wish I could go back and start all over again.
വെരി നൈസ് വിനീത്. എനിക്കിതിൽ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട 3 കാര്യങ്ങൾ എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, ഐ ലൈക്ക് യുവർ ഷോർട്സ്. ഇതും ലൈക്ക് ഇവിടെയും ഈ മറ്റേത് മാങ്ങ ഓൺ ദ ഫ്ലോർ ആൻഡ് ഈ പച്ച, ആൻഡ് ഇവിടെ ഒരു ഷോട്ട് ഉണ്ട്. ദിസ് ഇസ് റിയലി ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ. അതിൻ്റെ ടെക്സ്ചറും ആൻഡ് അവസാനം ദ ഹോപ്പ് ഓഫ് എ സാപ്ലിംഗ്, ചെറിയൊരു ചെടി ലൈക്ക് ഗ്രോയിങ് ഫ്രം ദ സോയിൽ. I can feel your thinking of a new beginning. And what I like is also the voiceover.
Sometimes I wish I could go back and start all over again.
So sometimes you wish that you could go back and start all over again. And that vision, that mindset, and starting all over again as a plant, like that's another very powerful thing what he said, that you can all do that. It's never too late to do whatever you want to do. And every footballer and all, I love this entire, ഞാൻ പണ്ട് പാടത്തിങ്ങനെ ഐ യൂസ് ടു പ്ലേ ഫുട്ബോൾ, വല്ലാർപാടം അവിടെ ഇപ്പോഴും ഫുട്ബോൾ ക്ലബ്ബും പരിപാടികളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് സച്ച് എ ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ ടൈം. സംടൈംസ് ഐ വുഡ് ഓൾസോ വിഷ് കുഡ് ഐ ഗോ ബാക്ക്, ആൻഡ് ഐ ഓൾവേസ് വാണ്ടഡ് ടു ഗെറ്റ് ഇൻ ടു സ്പോർട്സ്. അപ്പം ഐ എം ഗെറ്റിംഗ് ദാറ്റ് ഫീലിംഗ്, ദാറ്റ് ബ്യൂട്ടി ഓഫ് ബീയിങ് ഇൻ ദ സ്പേസ് വാട്ട് യു ക്യാപ്ചേർഡ്. I have a lot of beautiful memories, Pachim and all of that, and it gives me a lot of hope. So you have brought this feeling in me, and your effort to put a voiceover and put this together. We need, if I had to challenge you, I would like to see more human elements, like even getting the camera up close and capturing different angles. But this is already beautiful what you've done. I'm saying for future videos, where videos cheyumbodille korchum kude you can kind of move the camera up close, and appo kore kude dynamic the shots, like you've already done it here, like these close-up shots here and all of that, but more human elements, and you've already done a voiceover. So do something that you haven't done before every time when you do something, and that will just make you better and better and expand your mind. So we need great job. I like how you picked hope for green. Thank you so much. Next we have Bill Clifford. Hello, I'm not sure if I'm eligible for this submission. Hello, I'm not sure if I'm eligible for this submission, as my short is created in Blender 3D. Wow. However, I wanted to give it a shot. I'm a huge Blender fan. I'm glad you did this and you sent this in. So I'm really excited to see what you've done. Okay. Nice. That is so cool. Bill, hats off to you for creating this in Blender. I love the lighting and the green, and even ഇവിടെ ഷർട്ടിൽ where you've mentioned look within, all the detailing and him looking into that and walking in, and all your angles and camera movements, everything is stunning. Like even this top angle shot of the light, like I can see you're a Blender guru. So I would love to learn Blender from you. It's really well done. I'm so glad there's a 3D film. I mean, this is open for all kinds of like creations. You have images, you have animation, you are an artist and you want to put things together. Please feel free. I like the color you've selected. And if I had to challenge you to do something is... I would like to see you do an entire animation film, short film with dialogue and, in 3D, and I would love to watch it. Bill, you're definitely super talented to create this world in Blender. It's not easy. So thank you for sending this in. Next we have Frederick Tom. Dear Cheta, thanks for this opportunity. I chose blue, which stands out against backgrounds. Just like I stand out sometimes. I tried to change to fit in, but failed. Then I learned you don't need to change your color to be loved. Wow. Okay, Freddie, let's see what you've done. Don't change your color to fit in. Be different. Okay, so 3 things I like about it is your composition framing, the perspective of the bridges, the 1-point perspective framing, the color of the jacket and the sky, the low angle, the blue in the back on the wall, the graffiti, and the blue sky, and again the bridge in the background, the perspective. So I like your eye, how you always place the camera in such a way where you get cool perspectives, and your effort to go out and do this. I saw a bird fly through in one of the shots. Yeah, only back a little. Really cool. Other part so the music that you've selected from all the tracks that I gave, I like you picking that one out for this one. And finally, your message at the end: don't change your color to fit in, be different. That is so deep in so many ways. We're all trying to, sometimes we try to fit into society, we force ourselves to change, and there's only so much you can really change, because who you are, how you're built, and your life experience is there, and we also want to change for the good. But also there's a deep meaning on, don't try to break yourself doing that, as long as you're not hurting anyone and not ethically, morally breaking anything. You don't have to change your color to fit in. You can be content and happy with the color and the feeling that you have within yourself. So great message at the end. You are definitely different, Frederick, and both of you, kind of even the person in the film wearing the jacket and who helped you make this, and the birds flying, all of them. Great job. Thank you, Frederick. Next we have Advait Krishna. Too little highbrow. The color of choice I made for this video was red. Having briefed of Varathan's storytelling and how color was used as a medium of language was the inspiration for this one. As I did not know colors inherently possess duality in its meaning, I have tried to tell a story with my primary color and have also tried to implement what I learned from the brief. This was created with help of my friends. I hope you like it, and I'll see you on the next one. That's amazing. I like that you created this with your friends. So let's see what you've done, Advait. Nice. I like how you chose red, and the 3 things I like is definitely the props you've selected: the drink, the apple, and the the brush and the flower and the bottle and all of that. Another thing what I really like is how you decided not to move the camera in one shot, just use two hands of two characters and use these props and create something. Reminds me of Adam and Eve, with the apple story and all of that. Great. I think you've done a fantastic job with your friends. Credit to them as well to coming together and making this. I feel if I have to give you a challenge in the future is you've done a great job here. So maybe something else that you haven't done before. Like I can see you're thinking props and you're using all these elements. You have that strength in that. Other than that, if I have to give you credit is, try play with dialogue or more human expressions and facial expressions and try something else that you haven't done. That's all that comes in my mind. You've done a great job here. So Advait, I definitely want to see more that you create. Good thought on the props and framing and all of that. Thank you. Next one we have Andrew Phillip. Golden yellow for me, it brings a sense of warmth and nostalgia. Brown feels like something fading away. Okay, golden yellow for me brings warmth and nostalgia, and brown feels like, okay. Let's see what you've done, Andrew. Nice. Andrew, the things that I like about your cut is I like how you spoke about in your mail brings a sense of warmth and nostalgia, and brown feels like something fading away. So the nostalgia and the photographs on the wall, and you know how you made use of this curtain and the light coming from there, the soft light, the entire composition of that next to it is really cool. And the brown shoes, using that as a thought of things fading away and the steps we take and how we move forward. I feel that, and it has a mood. Definitely you are experimenting, so I can feel the nostalgia, and I can also feel the where you're saying brown fades away. I like your artistic thought and take with the lighting and the shoe, and you also, I don't know if it's you or your friend, being in front of camera and being thoughtful about it. Great job. I would love to see more from you. I would love to see you go outside the room and try something else, like something that you haven't done before, and practice more kind of storytelling with dialogue and voiceover, like what I've said before. Like, I think you're in a good space. So thank you for sharing this, Andrew. Next we have Vishnu Prian TV. Hi Little, hope you're doing well. Here's my submission, and color black. Okay, what it means to me. To me, black isn't just a color. The weight of the city, and moving to London, I realized that a big city can be loneliest place on earth. I chose black to represent the solitude and the quiet space you find yourself in when you are surrounded by millions of people but remain invisible. It's the color of finding yourself in the shadows. So Vishnu Priyan, let's see what you've done. The color you've chosen is black.
Another love inside, another love inside. Hell yeah.
Stunning. Stunning job, Vishnu Priyan. I would say the three things I like about your shots is you chose black, and all your black and white shots. I love the contrast in this shot, the blacks and the whites, and this shot with the layers of it. I like the layers of it, the building in the background, the Ferris wheel side, and I like that how you made the person out of focus. Sometimes I tell directors, not everything has to be in focus. So you have that artistic take on that. And this low angle bridge shot, it is so surreal and beautiful. The light falling on that pillar, the contrast, the sky. Oof. and walking through the shadow and your depiction of loneliness in a city through black, and the water, the gradient of it all the way to the light to the black, stunning. And the last shot of two people sitting and fading away and a person sitting by themselves, I noticed that. Great shot. I have no words because it looks beautiful, and I've never been to London, so thanks for sharing all these frames and your take in these beautiful frames. And if I have to challenge you, is I would love to see you make a movie with dialogue and talk about that subject, between characters. And you already have the eye and the gift. So I'd love to see more from you. Oh, wait, I would love to see, the challenge for you is next in the future briefs that we give you. Maybe you could do something with colors, which is not black and white, Like, I would love to see I'm sure you'll do a great job. So that's all I have to say. So thank you, Vishnu Prian. Next we have Ashik Murlan. Hi Little, my name is Ashik Murlan and I'm submitting my entry for a creative call. First of all, thank you for making this happen. Lately, I have been feeling a bit lost with myself. Not really able to express through my work, and social platforms have been draining me more than helping. Somewhere in between all that, I ended up watching your work like I usually do when I'm searching for something on YouTube. Your work always inspires me, and this time it pushed me to step out and try again with more honesty. Color amber, orange, yellow tint. I've always felt this color as a space of comfort, joy, and hope. A quiet place I can sit with, even when I'm grieving or healing. This is a concept I've been wanting to explore for a long time. The beauty in shadows. For me, shadows are never about absence. They always show the presence of something, just like shadows. I use colors as well to understand what stays and what moves. I am drawn to small movements in nature, the way light passes through trees and water, the reflections, the subtle shifts. It all feels very organic and a little surreal to me. This piece comes from that feeling that we are never really alone, even in stillness. Something of us keep moving, stretching, and staying. Through textures, bodies, and feeling forms, I try to follow that quiet relationship between light and what it leaves behind. Okay, let's see what you've done, Ashik. Ashik, it's beautiful. I love the composition and how you played with the light. This shot is nice. The light, the soft light that's falling on the hands and the body is really cool. Those shadows and this insect thing is also chadi. And there's one floating right there. That's really nice. And the hand shadow. Another thing is the word sabr. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Is an Arabic term meaning patience, endurance, perseverance, and steadfastness. Next word is shukr. In Urdu means gratitude, appreciation, thanksgiving. Aram in Urdu means physical ease and emotional solace or just comfort. In Urdu, sukoon means peace of mind or tranquility. Nice. I like how the text looks really cool in the one in Arabic and Urdu. I like the lighting, the composition, the thought, and all these words having these meanings for the frames that you put in, with the color psychology that you picked with this orange yellow light that you've selected. So if I had to challenge you is, again, when you have a lot of text, I feel like maybe a voiceover or even the pronunciation of these words, I don't know the language, so that would have been nice to hear. But the frames are beautiful. Your thought is beautiful, and how you use the color to convey, especially the shadow shot. There is this tranquility to this frame with the hands moving in that light. So great job. And if I have to challenge you is, I would say experiment with voice over supporting what you're saying in future videos. So even especially with this, I would have loved to hear the pronunciation of the word, the sound of that. Nonetheless, great job, Ashik. I want to see more from you. Thank you. Next we have Sandeep. Sandeep Vijayan has said, നീല എനിക്ക് ശാന്തത സമാധാനം പ്രതീക്ഷ എന്നിവയാണ്. Shot on iPhone 13 Pro Max with 1.55 anamorphic lens. Wow, okay, let's see what you've done, Sandeep. Nice. The three things I like, എനിക്കിതിൽ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട കാര്യങ്ങൾ is ഈ കൊടയിട്ട് നടക്കുന്ന ഷോട്ട് ഫുൾ and the contrast of it is like perfect, and also it's very ശാന്തതയൊക്കെ ശരിക്കും it's there in that space. It's so calm actually. ശാന്തതയും സമാധാനം ഒരു പ്രതീക്ഷയുണ്ട് ഈ കിളികൾ പറക്കുന്നതിൻ്റെയും like the future can be very peaceful and nice. I feel all of that. And the last thing I like the most about your film is that you shot this on an iPhone 13 Pro Max with an anamorphic lens. That is so cool for you to get that CinemaScope kind of look, to show that even with an old iPhone 13 you can make stunning visuals. And people in the community, you could tell them what lens you used in the comments and all of that, so they can also try this out. You just proved you don't need the latest phone to create beautiful images. So thank you for doing that, Sandeep. Next we have Amit Manoj Andrews. The color I chose is orange. I didn't go for my favorite color. When I saw this fun assignment, what came to my mind was which color I have been in most of the time recently, and I realized that it is orange. So this is about me being stuck in orange, a warm color in my room. I hope I'll win the lucky wheel and get a chance to interact with you. Yes, I hope you do too. So let's see. Okay, Amit, let's see what you made.
Another love inside, another love inside. Hell yeah.
Kolam, Amit, എനിക്ക് ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട the three things that I like about what you've done, color selection, and I like how you played with the split screen edit thing and played with different formats. You experimenting and playing with that. പിന്നെ എനിക്ക് ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടത് I like these lines in the background. This is a defocus effect, and this room that you're in with that light, and finally the fan into the blades. I like this composition. Sadharana എല്ലാവരും fan shooting, but you'll see the whole fan, but you just kind of capture these blades passing, just a portion of it. That is very different. So very cool. I like how you use this color to show your room and put these shots together. So thanks for doing that, Amit. Great job. Next we have Sed Muhammad. I am Sed, a big fan of your works. I am working as a video editor right now. I am trying to learn more about cinematography. Thank you for the inspiration your work pushes creators like me to experiment more boldly. Happy to be part of this. I'm happy to be part of all of you as well. So let's see what you've done, Saeed. Very nice. Saeed, the things that I like is this water touching the feet and the person there, the close-up and the wide, and the reflection is beautiful. And as he looks up, he sees the sun and he walks away. It's really cool. I like how you've done this edit arrangement. One thing I like a lot about storytelling editing is when you start with something, the feet coming into the ground, and that's your one, and at the end you close the film with the person walking away, which is the feet that came in the beginning. And those kind of full circle storytellings really work. It's like music. When you start with the chord and when you end when the music ends, it goes back to one. So that was really nice. That's one thing I liked about it. And you choosing the environment, the water, and also the sound of the water, you put that in. Very nice. It gives that feeling of me kind of being there in that. So great job. Your dreams to be a cinematographer and you learning and all of that will happen. I can see all of that happening for you in the future. And I wish you the best for everything you do. And as a challenge, if I have to say, since you're an editor, definitely I want to see like dialogues and performances and voices and show me more full circle stories that you can tell in the future briefs that we put out. So again, thank you for doing that, Saeed. It's really nice. Beautiful. Thanks. Next, we have Sharon Kazim. Sharon says, for me, black and white is the most vibrant way to see. For this challenge, my color is the absence of it. I love black and white because it captures the essence of a scene without the clutter of reality. Okay. So Sharon actually sent me images. So I put these images over a track, that all the tracks that I've given you. So let's see all the images Sharon has captured. Very nice. It's again stunning black and white photographs. Sharon, you captured. Every image stands out. If I have to say three things I like about this, I like your eye and sensibility of what you capture. One of my favorite shots is definitely E Kurishin, the fourth picture, where you can't see. Like, I know it's a cross, you didn't show the full cross, but from that angle to capture that from this angle, I haven't seen an image like this, so this stands out. It conveys a lot. But I like this composition for some reason. Obviously, Puchara Kannala and the light reflection in the eyes and the angle, the wide angle close up, it's stunning. This is also a beautiful image, a moment captured in this dance form, and the contrast of the coffee cup. So all your images really stand out. If I had to challenge you, is like I threw these images on a track, so you could actually put your images in different order. I just put it in as a general order, but next time if you're creating and putting images, I would really encourage you to put it on a music track that you feel suits the images, and maybe the arrangement of pictures always tell a story, so you could kind of play with that and tell a story in 15 seconds with music. I would definitely encourage you into getting into editing and telling stories with music and pictures on edit software. There's so many free editing softwares, like DaVinci Resolve is free. So yeah, I would just kind of throw that in your plate to see if you want to do that and explore and tell stories like that. But thank you for sending all of this, Sharon. Next one, we have Gautam and B. Green. Green whispers the language of nature, where every leaf breathes life and every shade tells a story of quiet renewal. Okay, let's see what you've done. And the Gaudaman is very beautiful. You captured nature and this butterfly sitting there and a fruit. And that you've shown your close-up of a person walking through and and it falling on the plant, and the wide shot at the end showing that. It's so nice actually, because you have the storytelling ability. You know what shots you need. On the simple idea, you captured it, and it conveys the whispers of nature, is what you mentioned, right? Green whispers the language of nature, where every leaf breathes life and every shade tells a story of quiet renewal. Nice, that's very beautiful. So I can feel that. And also the udupinda color and green, red, anything in that red space goes well on green. It's a complementary color. Anything reddish, orange, pink in that space is works well in green. We see it in nature, like in a fruit that is in that space will stand out because color psychology exists in nature. So I'm glad that you captured this and could show our community that how that outfit that she's wearing, an IT in the color, how it stands well in Patcha. Great, awesome. I like how you put this together, Gautam. And if I have to challenge you, I don't know, what will I challenge you with? Yeah, I would challenge you to write a story and shoot it with dialogue. That's what I've been telling a lot of people, because I think dialogue and sound is like, once you can do this, next level is to kind of see, okay, how you can push yourself. So I think that's the feedback I've been giving. But overall, you've done a beautiful job. I enjoyed this. So I connect with all these visuals. From Gautam, thank you for sending that. Next we have Shahid Iqbal. Dear little, my name is Shahid Iqbal Mafida. I chose the color yellow because I feel it is the color of the warmth that Mother Earth gives us. Nice. Okay, Shahid, let's see what you've done. കൊള്ളാം ഷാഹിദ്. എനിക്കിതിൽ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട കാര്യങ്ങൾ, I like how you started with flower on the tree, a single shot of that, and the sunset and the Tengalami shot looks beautiful, like with the layers of all the coconut trees. Pinne, you taking it in to water and letting it go. Pinne avsanthi pan shot le, how it and you capture how the camera moves and capture the flower at the end and fading into the sunset in the ocean. I like how you connected the yellow flower with the sunset, so I can see that happening. Kolam, the great thought and your message of color of warmth that Mother Earth gives us. If I have to challenge you for something, or if I have to give you something to do, is maybe try shooting something with humans involved. Now you did Mother Earth, so now for the next subject, try to connect that with people. With family and friends, try to get them involved for your next one. Try to collaborate with another artist and do something. I like how you think and how the connection of the flower and sunset and the night. You've done a great job. Thank you, Shahid. Aditha, we have Akillesh Ammer. We have Akillesh. Thank you for inspiring me to explore some colors. I hope you have a great day. Akillesh has selected the color brown earth. Akillesh, let's see what you've done. ചുട്ടപ്പ. ഓക്കെ, അഖിലേഷ്, എനിക്കിതിൽ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട കാര്യങ്ങൾ ബ്രൗൺ കളർ സെലക്ഷൻ്റെ ഈ ടെക്സ്ചർ ഇല്ലേ, വാട്ട് യു ക്യാപ്ചർഡ് ഓഫ് ദ ബിൽഡിംഗ്, ഈ കിളി, ബ്രൗൺ കിളി ആൻഡ് കാപ്പിയുടെ ഫോണ്ട്, അതിൻ്റെ നടുക്ക് കാപ്പീൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ ഹൗ യു പുട്ട് ദ ടെക്സ്റ്റ്, മണ്ണിലുള്ള ബ്രൗൺ ആൻഡ് ചുട്ടപ്പ വാട്ട് യു ഈറ്റിംഗ്, ഈവൻ അവസാനത്തെ ക്യാൻഡിൽ ആൻഡ് ദ ബ്രൗൺ ടേബിൾ, ചുട്ടപ്പ എല്ലാം. ഐ ലൈക്ക് ഇതിൽ ബ്രൗൺ ഉപയോഗിച്ചിട്ട് ഹൗ യു ക്യാപ്ചർ ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് എലമെൻറ്റ്സ് ആൻഡ് പുട്ട് ഇറ്റ് ടുഗദർ. നന്നായിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇറ്റ്സ് വെരി വെൽ ഡൺ. അതിൽ പിന്നെ ഈ കാപ്പി കുടിക്കുന്ന സൗണ്ട് എഫക്റ്റ് ഒക്കെ ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ. സോ കൊള്ളാം, അങ്ങനത്തെ സൗണ്ട് എഫക്ട്സും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ. ഇനി ഇഫ് ഐ ഹാവ് ടു ചാലഞ്ച് യു ആൻഡ് മേക്ക് യു ഡു സംതിങ്, ഐ ബീൻ ഗിവിംഗ് പ്രിറ്റി മച്ച് ദ സെയിം ചാലഞ്ച് ഫോർ എവറി വൺ, ബട്ട് ഇതിൽ യുനോ I'll give you a challenge that I haven't given anybody else. ഇപ്പോൾ ഈ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിരിക്കുന്ന ഈ ചുട്ടപ്പ കേക്കില്ലേ, വീട്ടിലുണ്ടാക്കിയിരിക്കുന്ന കാപ്പി, അതിൻ്റെയൊക്കെ I would like to make you ഇതൊരു what you've done is a montage. You've captured birds, you've captured texture, കാപ്പി, പല ഷോർട്സ് ആണല്ലോ. അപ്പോൾ അടുത്തത് maybe you could try to do something that flows together. ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു കാപ്പി ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നത് എങ്ങനെയായിരിക്കും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഈ പറഞ്ഞ ഈ ചുട്ടപ്പ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന കേക്ക് പരിപാടി ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നതിൻ്റെ ഒരു, like there are like stages of how one thing is made, or like focusing on one subject and expanding the details of that. Chuma, for the next video brief, you can maybe not do a montage and do something to that very particular moment of how a thing is being made. And you have the skills of making sound effects and all of that. So, the call up. Next one, Williams Dominic. We have a lot of entries this time, so sorry that I'm trying to do it as quick as I can. Next one is Williams Dominic. Hi little, my name is Williams Dominic and this is my submission for the creator call Color Green. Green is not just a color to me. It's something I've carried since childhood, a feeling more than a choice. Growing up, green was always around me, in leaves and trees, the place where everything felt still and alive at the same time. I became the color my eyes would rest on. The one that quietly calmed me without asking for attention. Green is where I slow down. Green is where I feel at home. It's not just what I see, it's what I need. Okay, Williams, let's see what you've done. Very nice. Williams, ഇതിൽ എനിക്ക് ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട 3 കാര്യങ്ങൾ is I like your color grade and the opening shot. That itself was a feeling. I think ഇത് എവിടെയാണ്, മൂന്നാറാണോ? And I like how you enter the frame. Every frame is cool. ഇതിൽ സൈക്കിൾ ഔട്ടി പോകുന്ന ആളുടെ ഷോട്ടും കൊള്ളാം. And let me just go through each line. So you've said green is where I slow down. Green is where I feel at home. Green is where I feel at home, yeah. And it's not just what I see, it's what I need. കൊള്ളാലോ, എനിക്ക് കണ്ണൻ ദേവൻ്റെ ചായ കുടിക്കാൻ തോന്നുന്നു. I like your shot breakdown. One of my favorite shots is the person going on the cycle here. I like how you are honestly telling green is a huge part of you through this nature, and I hope I'm not wrong that maybe it's not in Munnar, but അവസാനത്തെ ആ ഒരു സൗണ്ട് എഫക്ട്സ് ക്ലോസിംഗ് ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, ആ ഒരു you've done this what's that called, it's like this effect closing thing, yeah. Even the opening, nice, it's like a photo click effect. It's very cool. If I have to challenge you with something is future, I guess you're very connected to the nature. I would like to see what you would do in a city and how you would capture a city. And maybe for one of the briefs in the future that we put up, if that resonates with you to do something in the city, it will be something else new you do. The reason why I'm asking you and giving you each person a different challenge is because the more you try different things, there are a couple of good things that happen. You get out of a comfort zone, you explore something, you make something. And all of these things that you made, this is already in your portfolio and show reel. If you ever go to someone, like a client, and you want to work and do something for them, you can show all these things. These are the things that I've done. And maybe it might be somebody who needs to shoot something in the city or in a tea estate or wherever. It'll only help you is what I feel if you try something new. Always, if you at the same time, if you want to keep doing the same thing that you do, there's nothing wrong in it. It's just different ways to approach to be better at your craft and learning new things. I like learning new things. That's why I'm always trying to help people think of something that they haven't thought about. So Williams, amazing. I think your color grade and everything stands out. Beautiful frames. I like the format, the square format, the 4:3. Yeah, great job, Williams. Thank you for sharing that. Next, we have Stenel Sebastian. Her name Stenel Sebastian. My color red. What it means to me. Red means purpose to me. It's been part of my journey from the very beginning. From the red color lights and ambience of the first laptop I used to learn editing, to the red play button of YouTube where I discovered cinematography and grew my skills. Red has always been around my creative world. It gives me the energy to work, the focus to stay locked in, and the passion to keep creating. Okay, great. Let's see what you've done, Stan. Oru niram, oru katha. Pick one, and now tell a story with it. 7 shots, 15 seconds, no words, just feeling. Very cool, Senel. 3 things I like about it. I like the color of red and the purpose to you. The theme that red means purpose to you. So I like the shots, the movement, the red light, the click close-ups, and I was pretty surprised to hear my own voice. Yeah, I was really surprised to hear my own voice. But it's very cool how you connected YouTube and, the red in the thing on my channel and all of that, and the close-up on the eye with the red side light, and the timeline, the shot, the red. You picked red everywhere. So cool. Like the room also. I guess since you're a really cool editor, and also the soundtrack mode. I hope it's not. I hope it's a royalty-free track because YouTube will take it out if it's not. But your effort to do this and the take on red is actually surprised me. It's very cool. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks for putting this together. If I have to challenge you, is this purpose that you're talking about? Red means purpose to you. In your purposes in the future for yourself, I want to see what you're going to create to tell other stories. So, if I have to say, as an editor, I would like to definitely see you outside the room creating something in maybe nature. Like I said earlier, the person who shot nature could do something in the city, and you could maybe get out of the room and do something in nature, or more something that you haven't done before. As an editor, I would challenge you to shoot something to play with rhythm. Editing is all about rhythm, right? So something, if you want to do a slower rhythm or you want to do much faster rhythm, I would kind of throw that in your plate to think about what you're going to do next. A great job. That was pretty a surprise for me. Thank you, Stenel, for doing that. You're a cool editor, for sure. Okay, next we have Ashish Abraham. Hey, little, hope you're doing well. Sharing this link to the shot. I've chosen the color orange as I was going through the footage of a prep of a mud oven. I found the color orange right from the mud to the fire in the end. It was poetic in a way. Felt like the giver and the taker of life. Thank you for doing this and hope this email finds you. Okay, Ashish, let's see what you've done. Ambo. Ashish, so cool. ഇതിൻ്റെ ആ ഒരു പ്രോസസ്സ് ആൻഡ് ഓൾ ഓഫ് ദാറ്റ് ഹാവ് യു ക്യാപ്ചർഡ് ഇല്ലേ? മണ്ണിടുന്നതും ഓറഞ്ച്, പുള്ളി ഓറഞ്ച് ടീഷർട്ടും കൂടി ഇട്ടിരിക്കുക. വാ. So, and I like this shot between the two elements of the wood, the foregrounding of it, and the wide clean shot showing what that is. എന്നിട്ട് ചിരട്ടിടുന്നതും, the fire a little bit, and the smoke slowly coming out. And yeah, this is a really cool shot. Yeah, ചെറിയ movement ഉണ്ട്. Yeah, it's so cool. I like how you put this together. And Aati Kanalum, Firearm, and all the shots here, all your shots are very dynamic, right? You have covered it from multiple angles, like super close ups, that medium wide shot, and this low angle thing with the fire and this smoke coming head on. Again, you have this gift of capturing it from different angles, and that's what makes it very dynamic, a simple thing. And how you showed the orange fire at the end, very well done. If I have to kind of throw something in your plate for food for thought to think for videos in the future, I love what you've done here is to like you can always have people talk, and it's a great space. I've been telling this to people to shoot stuff with people talking and words and dialogues. The human voice and the human emotion with that, there's so much there, and that could be also a great thing in your portfolio to have that. So see if you want to play with that. Everything else you've done is really cool, so thanks for sharing this, Ashish. Amazing. Next one we have Christy Paul. Hi little, thank you for encouraging me to create. Blue for me is big blue sky full of dreams as well as life stuck on loop. Ambo. That's cool, Christy. What I like about, 3 things I like about your video is to create out smiley face, book, and work. And it's turned into blue light, and your PC ran out into a problem and not a smiley face. And the blue light of the astronaut fills the room, and the horse and dreams. Nice, very cool. What I like about your film, what I like about your cut is how you used all these props. You put an astronaut in the starting and then you have the smiley face and a call to action to create work. And that how you have a conflict, either your computer is not working out, and then you put this light and it's connected to dreams. So how you use the book. So one thing I like is how you used all these props. Second thing is I like how you collaborated with someone else and made them sit and write, and you took all these close-ups and wide shots with the person, and you used all these elements to convey your story with the color blue. And that finally what I really like is the effort you put in for all these different shots to put it together. If I have to give you a challenge for future videos as a thought to kind of play around with, you've done a great job here, is to maybe one thing you can do is have lesser shots, for the future videos. Try to tell a story with less shots. That's something I want to see from you. I know you put in a lot of effort with multiple shots in this. Maybe one thing to practice in the future is slow down and try to do it with lesser number of shots to tell a story. So that's the only thing that came in my mind to give you a challenge for your next videos that you make. But great job. I like the effort you put in in this video to connect it with the blue sky and the dreams and the lighting you used in the room and everything else. So thank you, Christy, for doing this. Next we have Vishal. My name is Vishal VS. I used warm color more to capture the beauty of goodbye of the sun. Sorry I couldn't send this before the deadline. But anyway, this is my work. Hope you like it. Okay, let's see what you've done, Vishal. Nice, Vishal. I like how you've captured the sun. I like this. One of the things I really like this bird shot and the doggy. That was really nice. And the sun coming in through here and you sitting down and just being in front of that shot and Niram. Very nice. Very simple, and you haven't complicated anything. You've captured your hike going up, seeing the sun and the elements around it. Very nice, very simple. I like the simplicity of what you've done and conveyed your color. And you've chosen the yellow color, and I like how you put it in the bottom left to keep it very simple. So thank you for doing that, Vishal. If I have to give you some kind of challenges and all of that, is try to get more of your friends and family involved in anything. If you want to do, try to collaborate with other artists. Try to go for an event. If there's something, if there's something else happening, like any kind of event that's happening, a show, try capture something and cut it together. Try to shoot something with a lot of people. Is something that came in my mind. And it's not that you have to go do all of this. I'm just kind of throwing in something for you to just kind of explore in future. So this, but I like your simplicity, and I'm looking forward to what else you create. Okay, Vishal, next one we have Anna Biju. When I first heard the challenge, the color that came to my mind was golden yellow, the color of sunlight. When I started taking videos, it was always the simplest things that caught my attention, and something I kept coming back to was how sunlight falls on different things and quietly makes them beautiful. I don't know if this is exactly what the challenge meant. I'm not sure if I've fully told the story, but this is what I found myself making. For me, the color feels like hope. It helps me find beauty in the mundane, in things that I would otherwise just pass by. Observing it calms me down, makes me slow down and reflect a little more, and reminds me how we as humans find beauty even in the most ordinary moments. Sorry for the late submission, got caught up with work and only remember right after the deadline. It's okay. Cool. Okay, Anna, let's see what you've done.
Another look inside.
Very nice, Anna. I really liked the three things I liked about this. I love the shadow that you captured on the ground and the mundane things, the ordinary things where the light falls on. Beautiful. Another thing that I like is this shot is so cool. The Unyale shot. Very nice. And even ഇവിടെ ഈ കാറ്റ് on the തോർത്ത്, it just created like this very beautiful mood, like how air interacts with a simple thing like a towel or a cloth, and through the light and the window and the person playing this instrument. So nice. And the reflection on the water with the leaves that are yellow and the light passing. So cool. It has this very earthy, beauty, grounded feel to it, how you capture life around. Clearly you do have this skill and gift to observe things around you. So I would definitely encourage you to do that more and capture things and cut it together and tell a story. I think the story to color psychology and what you've written and everything is conveyed beautifully well. So in future, one of my challenges for you would be to shoot the person playing this instrument, like shoot something musical and try to cut that with rhythm together and capture a musician. He seems like a pretty interesting musician, or find friends who are into music or dance, and I would throw that in your thought to maybe try something like that else for future videos or other briefs that I put in, right? So great job, Anna. Thank you for sharing that. Next we have Asif Habib. Hi little, Asif here. I'm so excited to submit this and have been trying so hard to at least do one of your contests. Okay, it's not a contest, but it's a community creation thing, but thank you for doing that. Finally, he said, finally I found the time and somehow made it happen. This is my little movie, Whole, Broken and Whole Again. Thank you, Asif, for taking the time to create this and have all of us watch your creation. So let's see what you've done, Asif.
Ever since I understood colors, red was my favorite. I never knew why. As I grew older, I understood it was generational rage. But when I looked within, I decided it ends with me because I chose peace.
Very cool. Asif, what are the three things I like about what you've done? First of all, this entire thing of starting with this fruit shop, getting that pomegranate thing, the process of it, cutting it and making a juice out of it, and then washing the glass out and the red disappearing into clear water. Very cool. I like that thought. And Pinne, what I really like is your voiceover talking about red and generational rage is what you mentioned, right? Yeah, generational rage to peace. I like that transition element and how you used red to clear water. I guess you're a deep thinker, and as you grew older, you put thought to that and you made a short story to it. Very cool. Even the top angle shot and the angles you've used, and you conveyed a story in... It's very hard to convey a story in 15 seconds. That's why ad filmmakers make a lot of money. 30 seconds, 20 seconds to do an ad is very hard. So what you're doing is... only very few people can do it, like all of you that have created this. So Asif, I'm so glad you found the time to do this and put this thought into making this and taking the time to cut it and put it together and show it to the community. Great job. Thank you so much, Asif. Next one, we have Sriat Babu. Color Marigold. The theme of this video is that even when you decide on a color, it may not work, and the most suitable color may come to you as if it finds you. While making this video, this was the color I used to paint the drawing. Okay. So, color marigold. Let's see what you've done, Sriat. Hey, nice, Sriat. I really like that. The three things I like about it is how we put this entire color palette out there, and the right color until the color chooses you. I like how you put in this idea of, it's not always your decision. Sometimes the color finds you. It's a kind of deep philosophical meaning to it. Like you find life or life finds you. That is really cool. And another thing is I like all the shots you've done and how you use the text and the text around the the prop and finally choosing that color. Finally, what I really like is, man, your sketches and drawings look really cool. So thanks for taking the time to put a short video together and convey this theme of the color that you like and showing your really cool sketches. Thanks for sharing that, Srijit. Amazing job. Next one we have Shravan Murli. Yellow. Yellow is about my energy. Okay, let's see what you...
Yellow, the color of happiness. For me, it's not about the color. It's all about my favorite color. My favorite person.
Very nice, very sweet. I like how you connected yellow with your favorite person and that our phone. So the things I like about it, the color selection and our phone, the yellow heart being your favorite person, and these entire shots of the hallway and you being in the room and putting your phone for charge because your favorite person is going to call you, and the call comes, the reaction, and the voiceover to convey that, and also the camera pull out to show the happiness to get the call. So I like that. Yeah, call the yellow idea is yellow person. Nice. I like that. Very simple, very nice. Multiple shots to convey your story. Yeah, yellow is also associated with friendship and all of that. Friendship band in the movies and all of that. So great. I really enjoyed that, Shravan. Everybody has a favorite person, I guess. And I wonder who your favorite person is. Nice, Shravan. Thank you for doing that and sharing that. Next, we have Sachu James. Hey, little, sending you love and a little video I made about a color. Sorry for the delay in submitting. Hope it's all right. Sachu James. Okay, Sachu, let's see what you've done. Wow. Sachu, perpetual whiteness. Your color was... yeah. I really like... so Sachu, I really like the shots, these close-up shots and the writings on the paper, the texture on the wall, the white that you captured with the white bowl and the pucha, the light falling on it, and the white chalk, and you sitting with a white pillow on the white wall and the light falling. Very, very nice. It has a mood, and you have an eye for all these close-up shots. It's beautiful. I like all the shots, especially pucha shot. It's so nice. Great. I really like it. I think you called it perpetual whiteness, and the white chalk is also cool. So yeah, there's so many things I like about it. All the different shots. You have an eye. If I have to challenge you, I think the widest shot that you have is this one, and I don't know where you are, but I would love to see you go out and shoot people. Like this shot itself of the person next to the window is really nice, right? So I would challenge you to capture stories of human beings and their expressions. I've been saying that for other people as well. So if you missed that, I think because you have this gift to see all the tiny details close up, I would encourage you to step out of that, still do the close-ups, but also step out and do some extremely wide shots and see what you find there, especially for the next briefs that we put up in the coming weeks. So Sachu, thanks for doing that. Next we have Naif Nawaz. Let's see what you've done. And the color you've selected is black. Naif Nawaz has selected the color black for style. Okay, let's see what you've done. Great, Naif. The three things I like about it is you selected black with style and the Jeep, and you've done a style edit with all these close-ups and light switching on and the Jeep moving. There's no music for it, and the person in the black shirt walking in. So I understand how you're associating black with this cool Jeep and the person walking in. So great job. If I have to throw you a challenge, it's definitely, I did give out music this time. So next time you can put in music, and you could also do more angles, and maybe try shooting without moving the camera, like locking the camera and taking shots, just to kind of explore what else is there when the camera does not move to frame. But thanks for sharing this, and black and style, they go really well together, so good job. Next, we have Para. I hope I'm saying it right. Here is my creative brief, little Swam Cheta. Okay, here's my creative brief. Okay, thanks, Farah. Let's see what you've done. Nice, Farah. The three things I like about your cut is, I like how it started black and white, and then you find this gift box. You find this box that has yellow. Clearly you put in a lot of effort to just mask that and make it yellow. And that you open the box and you find these pictures, and that yellow color comes in, and you go through those images and you're thinking about it in the room. And I like this white shot at the end. I like the storyboarding thought you have. You captured multiple angles. I don't know if it's you acting in it. If it is, great job in terms of like being in camera to tell the story, and it's very hard to act and shoot at the same time. So if I have to challenge you, you've done a great job conveying the story with the color and how it transitions at the end. You have a great sense of storyboarding. So if I have to challenge you, I'm definitely going to challenge you to step out of the room and do something outdoor. I think it's something that you might enjoy doing, something over there as well. I like how you use the props and how you use color from black and white to yellow. So thanks for doing that, Para. And I'm looking forward to more videos that you create in the future. Thank you. Next, we have Pratik Navein. So Pratik Navein has said, "Hey Lil, I missed the opportunity to upload before the deadline. For me, color is something I've always wanted in my life. I'm a little obsessed with monochrome, but I still love colors." Okay, let's see what you've done, Pratik. Nice. Through the Eyes, film by Pratik Navein. Pratik, the three things I like about it is, I like the variety of shots you have. You have animals and humans and light, and there is a mood to all the shots you've created. It's very hard sometimes, just in a shot, to find that mood is very difficult, so you're clearly good at finding that. I like this black and white shot in the rain, and also Puchakutti and the doggy here with his head there and the light falling on him. Very beautiful. And also this back shot with the hair flying and in the sunset time, all of that, everything has a mood. So if I had to challenge you for future videos, is to this is a very montage style where you have shots from different moments, and you've done a great job. But in future videos, let's see if you can capture one particular consistent mood and lighting and story that happens in a particular time and space that does not jump between different montage shots. But I like this. I like this a lot. So thanks for sharing this, Pratik. Good job. Next we have T.S. Akshay. Hi, myself, Akshay Salim. The color I chose is yellow with the green tints and with some blue and slight reds. I feel the video portrays hope in silence. Okay, Akshay, let's see what you've done. Wow, that was so nice. Akshay, I enjoyed the boat shots. Everything was very clean. And even the cycle passing and the wheel passing in the foreground and the light and Chaya. And oh, this shot is really nice. You mean in the shot and how it's kind of like moving. The speed of the camera movement. everything is like so well done, and the music selection that you put in for this. Yeah, and yellow with green tints is what you chose, right? So, and slight reds. I feel the video put hope in silence. So I like how you connected the colors with the idea of hope in silence. Very nice. Great job, Akshay. If I have to challenge you for something else, is definitely to, you know what? The entire cinema scope and style, I would like to see a short film from you, you know? So if you can get like 2 actors and have them have dialogues together and cut something together, because you already have a great look and you have this gift to get a clean look. So you could, you never know, you might just end up making a movie. So I would kind of challenge you to have some people and actors and dialogues and play all of that. Yeah. So Akshay, great job. And with that, we have finished all the entries. We had 49 entries, and I couldn't ask for more from all of you to step out and do something. It makes me really happy. I mean, we had a lot more entries this time, but for you to kind of find that time and do it and put it out, and I wanted to watch all of it. I did not want to leave anybody out of this, because that's what community is all about. We all are in it together. It's not a hierarchy system or any of that. And I hope all of you learn from each other's videos. If you're there till the end of this video, I'm going to spin the wheel now and see who is the person that I'm going to get to have a call with. So let me just get the wheel into frame. It took a minute for me to write all your names in the wheel. I guess it's in frame right now. Right, it is in frame right now. I'm just going to sit a little back, and all your names are there written in the circle. Okay, so I'm going to spin the wheel now, and so this is a spinning wheel. Let's see what happens. Okay, while it's spinning, and whenever it decides to stop, I'll tell you who the winner is. See, I wish I could speak to all of you in a room, and we could like have these kind of exercises and discussions. But for now, I'm here on YouTube. Sorry, I took a few weeks to get back on this, because some of you had crossed the deadline and I didn't want to miss all of you out. So I just put everything together, and I had to put all your names on this wheel and stuff. But hey, it's about to stop, and let's see who that winner is. Whoa, and the winner is Joe Joes. Joe, I think his name was Joe Joes. I don't know if it's the same person. Let me see, number 19. Number 19 here, the 19th video was, oh yeah, it is Joe Joes. Yeah, he said his name is Joe Chill. Great, awesome. Yeah, so Jojo, I'm looking forward to talking to you, and thanks for being here. Thank you all for putting this together. For the ones who reached the end of the video, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for creating. All of you mean a lot, not just to me, but to the world. And if your friends and family are watching this with you, you know, I'm sure they're also very proud of you for doing this. And let's create more and keep this going. I will be back soon in the next one. അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും നന്ദി. ഇതെല്ലാവരും ഇവിടെ ഇത്രയും വീഡിയോസ് സമയമെടുത്ത് ചെയ്തതിന് I'm so happy for all of you. But thank you. I will catch you in the next one.